The Age of Valyria was said to be a time of great knowledge and power, much of its history now lost. Valyrian Steel, a spell-forged metal used to create swords of unmatched strength and sharpness, were also lighter than their size would suggest, and could only be made by master smiths of the Valyrian freehold. Each sword cast bears a distinctive pattern, ripples formed in the process of folding back the steel thousands of times. Though the price for such items was always high, after the doom of Valyria the prices rose much further, with Valyrian steel becoming harder to find, and the method of creation lost to history. The method of reforging existing swords was preserved by the master smiths of Qohor, who continue to hold the knowledge. In Westeros, Valyrian swords became family heirlooms passed down from one generation to the next, each with a name and history well known among their families. Some well-known Valyrian steel swords include Ice, the ancestral two-handed greatsword of House Stark, forged roughly 400 years before Robert's Rebellion, and was acquired by House Stark, who named it after the fabled sword of the Stark kings during the Age of Heroes. As the sword of House Stark, it was held by the Lord of Winterfell until the arrest and execution of Ned Stark, when Tywin Lannister sent for a smith trained in Qohor and had the sword reforged to create two single-handed blades. The first, Widow's Wail, was given to Tywin's grandson, King Joffrey Baratheon, and upon his death was given to his younger brother, King Tommen Baratheon. The second was Oathkeeper, given to Tywin's son, Jaime Lannister, who then gave it to Brienne of Tarth, in the hopes it would serve her in protecting Sansa and Arya, who she sought to find. Eventually, when Brienne is captured, the sword is acquired by the Brotherhood Without Banners, and was used as proof Brienne betrayed her oath to the Starks and was working for the Lannisters. Longclaw, the ancestral bastard sword of House Mormont, is a hybrid of a single and two-handed blade, given to Jorah Mormont when his father Jeor took the oath of the Night's Watch. But when Jorah fled the continent fearing arrest for the crime of slavery, he left the sword behind and it was returned to Jeor Mormont, who became Lord Commander at the Wall. When Jon Snow saved his life after a white attack, he was given the sword as a gift and has since been at Jon's side, aiding him in his many battles. Lady Forlorn is the ancestral sword of House Corbray, named after a legend from the Age of Heroes, and was held by the Andal king Kyle Corbray during the Andal invasion, but it was taken off his corpse by King Robar Royce II, who had united the first men of the Vale against the Andals. Eventually, Sir Jaime Corbray killed Robar in battle, taking back the sword for his house. It was wielded again during the First Blackfyre Rebellion, held by Gwaine Corbray during his fight with Daemon Blackfyre I. It is currently in the possession of Lyn Corbray, a brave warrior and an ally of Peter Baelish in the Vale. Heartsbane, the ancestral two-handed greatsword of House Tarly, has been with the family for 500 years and is currently in the possession of the head of the house, Lord Randall Tarly. Nightfall is the longsword of House Harlaw of the Iron Islands. Originally, it was owned by Dalton Greyjoy, who took it off the corpse of a slain corsair, but eventually came into the possession of House Harlaw and is currently held by Sir Harris Harlaw. Red Rain is the sword of House Drum of the Iron Islands. Once in the possession of an armored knight, Hilmar Drum used his wits and a wooden cudgel to take the man's sword.